All right, guys, it's day 1,694 of getting sued by Impossible Foods, and today is part 2 of running an ultramarathon in Rovaniemi, Finland, up in the Arctic. The whole race was basically a series of misadventures like that, me running out of water, melting down with snow, and then eventually I met a guy who had wrapped his water bottles in bubble wrap, and that somehow made it work so his water never froze. I'm supposed to be out here running a race and I'm making scientific discoveries. Anyways, once we did all the adventuring in the snow, we made it back onto the river and started the 10K trek all the way back home. At this point, it was dark and we actually got to see the northern lights going on overhead, so that was pretty cool. The funny thing about this race is that there was no finish line outside. It was so cold, they're like, we're not gonna have the finish line at the start line or outside at all. That's insane. We're going to have it indoors. So at the end of the race, you run past the start line, you run off the river into town, and then you navigate all the way into town into like the sports center. And you finish the race inside some little office. That's literally the finish line. I don't know what's more epic, that beard or this cool wooden medal they give you. I think it's the beard. Anyways, that's the story behind running an ultramarathon in Finland near the Arctic. This is one of those ones that was like, it's definitely not the fastest 66-kilometer time you're ever going to see someone put up. But that's when you also realize that distances don't really matter in ultramarathons. The circumstances change all the time. And so this one was not much of a race, but it was like a survival expedition. And it's still one of my favorite memories. So, at the end of it, my foot was really hurting. I went to one of the Finnish doctors and I told them that I was running all these different races. And they're like, oh yeah, your diagnosis is you're working it too hard. It was in broken English, so it was probably funnier when they said it. I thought I'd broken it, but apparently I'm just a sucker for pain. All right, guys, that's the time I ran an ultramarathon in Rovaniemi, Finland. It is the home of Santa Claus, so if you get a chance, go check it out. Guys, day 1,694 of getting sued by Impossible Foods, and it is a good thing we have had lots of practice at doing very difficult things for long periods of time. Almost like it's what the brand's about. I'll see you tomorrow.